So it looks like the market is starting to show hints that the tide is turning, but we need to be careful getting ahead of ourselves, guys. All right, everybody. So 84k for Bitcoin, ETH reclaimed 2k today. And if you've been living under a rock, then you wouldn't have seen all the news on XRP and the fact that the SEC is now dropping their case yet again. So obviously had a pretty decent pump for XRP today, 11%, having a bit of a sell-off right now. But what we're starting to see are all these new bullish catalyst articles lining up with the end of March. And that's what we said to you on the channel at the beginning of the month, that we may need to wait until around March 25th for us to return bullish into the market. And while structurally that's what it looked like in the market, now all of the news articles are coming out to reaffirm that, guys. So crazy how they don't want you to buy when everything's down, but I can guarantee that once the pump continues for Bitcoin, once we're tackling new highs, once the altcoins start to have a reversal, that's when all of a sudden you guys are going to be told you should be buying into these altcoin ETFs, you should be investing into all of these altcoins, when really we're coming up to our last leg of the bull run, guys. So it's great, but I wanted to show you an example of this. BlackRock saying that Bitcoin is an emerging global monetary alternative. Whereas, who watched the last video, right? We had Larry Fink saying Bitcoin is not money and it never will be money. So crazy that now Bitcoin is at, well, near 6 figures, okay? Very shy of 6 figures. All of a sudden, it is a monetary alternative. And now our boy CZ, Binance, have increased the ETH holdings by 600 M's. You're seeing Justin Sun has staked a stupid amount, which means he gets like $3 million a year in passive income. Okay, a lot of people have been holding on to their ETH. A lot of these big institutional smart money players have been buying ETH. Yet, because CT tells you ETH is a shitcoin and it's all over, people don't buy, right? So I don't really take my advice from people who have, 2 ETH. Okay, why would I do that? I would rather let my money follow where the smart money are putting their money into. And we're going to find out soon whether it's going straight into Bitcoin, whether it's going into ETH, whether it's going into the Sol ETF. $700 million transferred from unknown wallet into Coinbase. Is there going to be some buying happening in the market? I think so. And let's just hope that the SEC don't pull another lawsuit out of their ass, guys. Because whether you are an XRP holder or not, this is bullish for altcoins as a whole. So slowly but surely, the altcoin market is looking like it could be taking a turn pretty soon. I'm going to show you my charts in a second that also line up with the fact that I think the altcoin market is getting very close to a turn. But one of the things that you're going to start to see all over Twitter today is going to be the fact that Ethereum has super outperformed Bitcoin today, right? ETH utility holders about to inherit the earth. Obviously, this is Becca, and he is a shit show of an account. But yeah, ETH, this is what you'd like to start to see is the ETH Bitcoin pair. Looks like it's pretty much at a generational bottom, okay? It's at the same point where it was maybe like 2020, so 5 years of gains erased from the Bitcoin pair. Now we'd like to see when Bitcoin goes up. Again, if you were here in the previous 2 bull runs, then obviously there's more than that, but that's how many I was in. If you were in here in previous bull runs, then you would know that, small moves for Bitcoin were big moves for ETH and then for some of our top altcoin players as well. So could this be a sign that altcoin season around the corner? Well, it could be. And if Bitcoin does want to print a bullish divergence and a breakout in the RSI and start to print new highs, and maybe some of our altcoin pairs have actually bottomed against Bitcoin, then that is going to really send our altcoins in this next final 5th leg for Bitcoin, right? And that's what we said. I know it's hard that, the altcoin gains come right at the end of the cycle, but they really can trap you guys, because in this last leg of the cycle, it would be the first big pump for altcoins. Everyone thinks altcoins are going to go up forever, and they don't, because then Bitcoin tops and the market goes down. So that's one thing for all of you guys to bear in mind, that in this last 5th wave for Bitcoin, altcoins, if they go ham, okay, don't think it's going to last forever, guys, because it most likely won't, and it can trap a lot of investors in the market. But this is what altcoins are looking like right now. I shared this with the members club not too long ago. Still holding above our 100 MA on the weekly. looks like we're printing a pretty bullish flag, if you ask me. I don't understand why anyone would be getting bearish on altcoins right here, okay, above a previous high, in a bottoming out fib level, right about to break out of this flag, going near the shmoney zone at around 1.4 trillion. Doesn't make sense to be bearish on altcoins right now. I do think the ETH bull posts are a little bit premature because we are still below a previous macro level of support, which until we do break it is still a macro now level of resistance, right? So we could rally all the way up until like 1.25-ish K, but unless we do break it and hold it again, then there's no point us getting super bullish on ETH just yet. And then when we look at Bitcoin, again, we're under the 100 MA, so we need to break above the 100 MA, need to break out of this descending resistance that's right above our heads right now. If we don't break out of it, then look, we can still have lower price targets to come, okay? This could really shake out a lot of people because they don't expect us to be going down. They expect us to break to the upside, but if we do break to the upside, it's gonna be party time. We could be tackling like 90 to 92K. The market's looking pretty good right now, so let's go and see what the rate cut decisions are for today. Probably paused. We're going to find out, but I do think that the more bullish articles that do come out over the coming weeks is really going to lead into the end of March pump that we've all been expecting. So you guys let me know how you've been keeping. Leave a like and a comment on the video. Subscribe if you're new. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Peace.